So sometimes a news comes out and it makes you want to jump on the trade just by reading the headline. That's exactly what happened when I read this news where Amazon partnered with Affirm. Let's talk about this news and what trades I'm making to take full advantage of this momentum and how I'm spending almost $500,000 on this news. I've divided today's research into 3 parts. We'll cover what potential benefits this news will have on Affirm and Amazon, then we'll look at few numbers on Affirm, and then how I'm placing few trades to take advantage of this momentum. Please remember that this is for entertainment purposes only because trades like these could be very risky. Okay, so first let's explore what it means for Amazon and Affirm partnership. Number 1, customers can buy anything on payment plan that is over $50. That's a big deal right here. Anything over $50 can be paid or can be bought in installments right here. Because that means all the way from school supplies to the latest flat screen TVs are on the list. Number 2, Amazon did $100 billion in revenue right here in Q4 of 2020. Now just think about how huge this partnership could be for Affirm. Number 3, overall customer spending will go up drastically during the holiday season as more and more people can afford to buy more without paying the high credit card interest rate. This is not the best thing for the credit card companies because Amazon is really a big company, $100 billion in Q4 of 2020 without Affirm. So people had to use their credit cards and of course pay high interest rate. Now let's talk about what kind of effect this will have on Affirm earnings. So this is what Affirm had in third quarter of 2021 highlights. So they are basically had a revenue of $231 million. Now, what they are guiding is, I'm not going to go into the growth because this is more on the partnership news. So their Q4 guidance is between 215 to 225 million. In my opinion, they will blow past this just by looking at what Amazon did in Q4 of 2020, $100 billion. Now let's just say 10% of that comes over to Affirm because we know that not everybody is going to be using Affirm, but with just 10%, that effect will be huge. Affirm currently has about 1,300 stores right here. Over 1,300 merchants now offer Affirm for financing. Now think about Amazon adding it. It's like getting another 700 stores combined to have Amazon as one of the stores, making it almost like 2,000 stores offering Affirm. Okay, so now we made a very clear statement here that Affirm and Amazon partnership could be really big. Now let's talk about the stock and the trades. So let's look at the chart. So this is the chart or the screenshot that I took the next day as soon as the partnership was announced. I immediately jumped on and bought few shares the day this was announced after hours. And I knew just by reading it that this is match made in heaven. Now, as soon as the trading opened on Monday, I placed some additional trades and I'm also still waiting to place my huge trade. And I know that I had said in my previous video that I'm not big on buying calls, but this news was too big. So I went ahead and I bought few calls as well. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you what I have done so far and what I plan on doing towards the earnings because Affirm is releasing their earnings on September 9th. And I feel that stock will continue to see the surge because they are going to give updated Q4 guidance. Okay, so I'm looking to play the following things. First, what I did was I bought 1,000 Affirm at a price of about $89.55. I thought I had it at 89, but it says $89.55 here. Okay, so on that trade, when I took the screenshot, I'm up about 7%. So I spent about $89,000 at that day and I'm up about $96,000. So I'm gaining at about $6,924 on those 100 or 1,000 shares of Affirm. So then what I did was I went ahead and I sold 10 covered calls on my holdings right away and I got about $2,400 at a strike of about $120. So what I said was that within 2 weeks, if the stock reached 120, you can take all my 1,000 shares. So for that bet, they gave me about $2.29, or I would say at that time, $2,200 some dollars. So they can take away my shares at 120. I don't mind. I got it at 89. Of course, it's going to be huge. I will be buying more, but these 10 these 1,000 shares that I bought, I don't mind them taking away at $120 in 2 weeks because that's a good profit in 2 weeks. Along with that, I also bought 2 calls, which $100 calls for November. Trust me guys, with holiday season coming, I think Affirm and Amazon is going to have a record quarter. That's what I'm hoping. And that's why in hopes for, I did towards the mid of November, $100 calls. I paid about $12.50 $2.44. I'm down on it as of today because the Affirm went down a little bit. That's why I only played 2 calls, because I'm not too big on calls because of the theta decay or the time decay that works against you, which is not one of my favorites. So I'm also looking to play following puts on a down day. Right now, I don't think it was down enough. It could be right before the earnings, or if we could see a whole market pullback, we could see a firm come down to 80s, and that's the day when I'm going to execute this trade where I'm betting almost $450,000. So what I'm going to do is basically I'm going to sell 50 cash covered puts for January 2022 for $90. That's how high conviction I am that Affirm is going to go over $100 easily towards the end of the year, if not sooner, because of the huge holiday season that they are going to have along with Amazon. So I'm willing to bet almost $450,000, but of course I betted about $100,000 right here, $96,510, and I'm betting another $450,000. So technically it's over $500,000 bet, but I'm betting another $450,000 or by January 2022, and I'm getting about $66,000 for it. If I convert into percent, this is almost, if I place this trade today, this is almost giving me 15%. And that is the reason why I'm not going to place this trade today. I'm going to wait until we have a huge down day in the market. Trust me, the way the S&P, NASDAQ, everything is going, we are going to see a pullback sometime very soon, maybe in a few weeks. And that's the day when I'm going to pull the trigger on this trade, because I know in the long run, this is a no-brainer, because Affirm and Amazon is going to have an amazing Q4. So I feel that this is one of those moments when RSI charts will be off in a big way and emotions will continue to ride the momentum. And that is what we need to take advantage of. I did a video on SoFi just talking about the sentiments, and sometimes you just need to trade with the news. I'll link it up here, so do check it out. Just like Robinhood had a bad day just a few days ago because of the SEC, then it recovered. I also placed some trade on it. So that is why you need to take advantage of overreaction, or especially when a stock or a news which is this big like Affirm and Amazon. Again, my opinion only. I hope I provided some value in this video, and I would love to know what you are doing in the comments below. As always, thank you for joining me. If you got anything out of the video, then please consider subscribing and hit the like button so we can reach out to more investors. Love you all. Until next time, you all have a sparkling day.